Wildfire Dogs, a play by Sean Lynch and produced by Sean Lynch and co-produced by Alan Action.
If I didn't pay more than words can say, if I didn't care,
I'll tell you, Enid,
would I feel this way?
reminds me a lot of that guy, Wally Pip.
If this isn't
Wally Pip was great. You would have loved him. Maybe a little young to remember him, but Wally Pip, he was a hell of a second baseman. You know, but he loved it. He was a real good time, Charlie. He loved his hooch. He loved the ladies. He loved to gamble. But I'll tell you, there was this one day. He's sitting there on the mound. He's just sweating his balls off, and you know, he's hungover. He's 1,000 in for the ponies. It's not one of his best days, right? So he calls Mike, the manager, over, and he asked Mike. He said, "Hey, I can't play today. Hey." So Mike, you know, being a good manager, he calls this kid up from the bench, young kid. He's got some talent. Calls him up. You know who that kid was?
Mel Ott.
Jesus. What do you think I am, you wise ass Grandpa Moses? No, jeez. It was none other than a young Lou Gehrig.
Oh, Christ almighty.
Ooh. Christ Almighty himself wouldn't have believed it. I tell you, yeah, man. I never saw old Wally in the Bronx again, though. It's sad, you know.
Yeah.
Yogi saw him a couple years later in Tampa, in an airport. He was selling insurance.
Hey, that's a steady living.
Yeah, but you know what it ain't?
It ain't holding first base for the Yankees, but then again, what is?
You got that right. Hit me again, Enid, will you?
All right.
Let me ask you something. Enid, what is that? What is that, French? Irish?
It's Welsh, actually. My mother was Welsh and my dad was Irish. Now, my mom says that Enid is Welsh for the soul, but my dad says that Enid means Belfast shotgun wedding baby, so 44.
See, you're 24 years old. Jeez. Feisty, funny, fiery lass at 24.
Grazie, signora DiMaggio.
Please, just call me Joe. You don't have to be so formal. I shit the same color as you.
Oh, wow, I see you have a touch of the poet in you. Now remind me to sew that on a pillow.
Look at Don Rickles over here.
I'll be here all week, folks. Try the veal.
Did I tell you what those Madison Avenue pricks have me doing right now?
The TV commercials.
Yeah, the TV commercials.
Yeah.
They have me doing this bullshit called Mr. Coffee. You know, they have me doing the commercials.
It sounds like a Jim Dandy payday.
It ain't 2 bits.
I can imagine.
Yeah, but you know, it's a genuine pain in the ass, I gotta tell you. You know, you're sitting there in front of the camera, and then behind the camera you got like 3 producers and 2 lawyers and some fruit, and they're all telling you to say the line a different way. And you know, I ain't exactly Brando.
You know what? Actually, I saw one of those on the TV the other day. It was on in the middle of the Brady Bunch. I mean, you looked great.
I sound like a schmo.
Yeah, you do. But you know, people trust you. They love you. You're a legend. Now, people pay you for the trust.
It just seems like a dishonest way to make a buck.
Oh, you know what? It beats pulling pints in a hotel.
Oh, come on, it ain't all bad.
Oh, yeah, no, it ain't bad. Now, did I tell you about the time that I met Joe DiMaggio?
Why is it? I'm gonna come by the bar and I'm gonna put my foot right up your ass. You got me going, kid. I gotta ask you. Do you meet a lot of ball players behind the bar?
Yeah, I mean some.
Yeah.
Plenty of Broadway folks. Actually, they got some playwrights staying here. A lot of Buffalo actresses. No, one time, Kirk Douglas. I mean, it ain't dull.
You know who's really funny? I drank with one time was Jackie Gleason. Oh my God! One time we were down at Toots, the 21 Club. Sorry, and we're sitting there, and Jackie is just, his eyes are like two piss holes in the snow. He's so drunk, and he's telling the jokes. He's landing the wisecracks left, right, and center. He's doing the dirty Irish limericks.
Oh, wow, yeah, Lisa, that must have been something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fantastic, man. I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'll tell you. You bring a gorgeous girl to a bar like the 21 Club with the champagne and the pop singers and the movie stars and the caviar. You bring a girl to a place like that, I'll tell you.
Next thing you know, you got a home run.
It isn't too late, is it?
Oh,
Are you still open?
yeah, no, we don't shop for a wee bit. Here, pull up a stool. I'll pour you some hooch.
Oh, it's good to hear. They don't do this in Boston.
Oh, yeah, that where you're from?
Technically Connecticut. I'm doing a preview down in Boston.
Oh, yeah? You a director? I mean, you look like a famous director.
No, he's a playwright. He wrote Death of a Salesman and some other bullshit like the Witch Trial.
With the crucible? You're Arthur Miller? I mean, wow.
Yeah, but that's not where you know him, sweetheart.
Okay.
The reason you know him is because he married my ex-wife. And she was a big star, a movie star. And that's what put his Weasley mug on all the papers.
Oh, Marilyn, I'm sorry, it's none of my business. No, never mind. Hey, Pat.
Hi, Joe. It's strange. Every time I come to this city, I can't help but wonder, is this the day I'm gonna run into him?
Yeah, law of averages, I suppose.
Would you rather I leave?
No, it's a free country. You're staying at the hotel. Have a drink, knock yourself out.
Can I buy you another round?
Nah, I haven't paid for a drink since V-Day. I'm not about to start now, okay? I have my own money.
I believe you. I see you on the television.
Yeah, like, I don't feel like talking. Can I just enjoy my drink?
Of course. Can I get a gin and tonic?
Short line?
No thanks.
Okay. Yeah. I actually studied theater at Marymount. I'm a big fan of the Crucible. I mean, I got relatives that live in Salem, just outside Boston. You know where that is, okay?
Oh, I know it well. Lovely country.
Yeah, they got a dog shit baseball team.
Decent seafood, good schools, nice foliage.
What is that, the leaves?
Yes.
Yeah, the colors are absolutely amazing this time of year. I mean, it's really beautiful. I'm Enid, by the way.
Arthur. Is the kitchen still?
No. I'm afraid the kitchen usually closes around 10 p.m., but the cook's usually blotto by 9.
Any peanuts or any snacks?
Peanuts, let me just check what I got in the back. Joe, can I get ya?
20 cc's of the hooch, doctor.
All right, 2 swigs of the rock gut and...
That's my girl.
I read in the Times.
Look, I thought I was going to be a nice guy by letting you sit here and enjoy your drink. You're going to fuck that up with some polite conversation?
I don't remember asking for permission. I was asking if my being here made you uncomfortable.
Yeah, is that what you said?
That's my intention.
Yeah, but that's not how you phrased it. You really missed your calling as a lawyer.
And you really followed yours as a bully.
So what's the idea? You piss me off enough that I break your schnoz and then you sue me?
And look at everybody else in your life, Joe. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not in awe of you. I'm here for a drink, and you just happen to be here. And while that may be unfortunate for you...
What is this?
What?
This.
What? This?
Did you know I was going to be here?
I don't care. I'm in town for a premiere.
So what, did you write another exploitation piece on it?
I wrote one role in one play.
It was very disrespectful.
You're criticizing my process?
You wrote hurtful things about a woman I love.
I said truthful things about a woman that I love. And I'm sorry if that's unfair or untrue for you. I had to be honest. I had real feelings for her, and you had to know that loving her was like trying to pin down a cloud. Nobody can compete with her obsession of a million eyes and a million cameras.
Nobody could compare with her love with me.
You said with. Why didn't you say for?
Was that some kind of Jew barstool psychology bullshit?
I don't doubt the sincerity of your relationship with Marilyn. I don't, Joe. But you seem like such a tough guy, Joe. Why can't you just admit the truth?
Whose truth?
It took a lot. It took a lot out of you to love her.
It was worth every scar.
I don't know if I can agree.
That's because you never loved her. You just wanted something out of her. Everybody wanted something out of her. They wanted to take a piece of her. Not me. I just wanted to protect her, cherish her, keep her safe.
Sounds like an inscription on a gilded cage.
Yeah, what did you want?
I foolishly thought I could save her
From me?
from herself. People aren't the answers. They're not the cure for other people's damage. It's just not how love works.
Oh, yeah, you're so wise in the ways of love. How come you failed at loving her?
Love can't save someone. It helps. It heals. But it's just not the cure for people.
You got all the answers.
I got one answer.
So your new wife, what she got that, your new wife, what?
Honestly,
Yeah.
she has an interest in people and things outside of herself.
She had a big heart.
She did. Broken, damaged, and lived behind a wall of avarice and vanity.
You know, she said you did this. You hide behind your words. She had that.
She did accuse me of that on occasion. She had my number. She was very perceptive.
Yeah, she was. People always thought she was some blonde ditz, but
She always wanted people to see that there was more. And there was.
it's the first thing you said right all night.
Behold, gents, a movable feast. I'm sorry, I couldn't do any better.
Oh, this is fine.
Enid, this is excellent as always.
Another round, you crazy kid.
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, same way.
Yeah.
Thanks for me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this girl. A million bucks. Ooh.
Who doesn't like peanut brittle? I'll see you guys the next play.
Don't you go spoiling me, Red.
All right.
I'll tell you, you know what? I would give my left arm right now for my right. Jesus, it's a working arm. I'd give my right arm for a loaf of focaccia right now.
I can't touch a stuff.
Bread?
I used to work as a bread truck driver as a teenager. The smell. It's lovely at first, but
Try working on your father's fishing boat. There's a fucking stink for you.
That's right, your father. He was a fisherman in San Francisco, right?
I always thought your family was rich.
Well, they were until the crash of 29.
Yeah.
And we moved to Queens, and a bunch of my siblings worked a string of bum jobs just to keep the family fed. And that's another reason why I hate bread. For years, I used to take loaves of bread for my family. And after many times of stale bread and fish head soup.
Fish head soup, Jesus Christ. I'd rather eat my fucking gloves. Hey, you remember all the crazy diets that she used to do? You know, it's, my favorite was, before a movie thing, she'd eat nothing but black coffee, grapefruit, and spinach. I mean, her poor keister would be blowing like 76 trombones. Huh?
My favorite was she'd eat rabid food for a month straight.
Oh, yeah.
And right after the shoot finished, she would make
Oh, a hot fudge
sundae.
The thing was the size of a crosstown bus.
It was like a cornucopia of
Yeah,
diabetes.
she's diving there with a spoon like I owed her money.
Chocolate all over her face.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get you fellas anything else? I'm gonna start cleaning, otherwise it's getting to be really late.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just take the bill.
You know what, kids? Last round's on me.
Much obliged. And I also order 3 shots.
Sure, gin?
Joe? Bourbon?
Yeah, why not?
Keep the change.
Gee, thanks.
Hey, eat it. Don't forget about this, darling.
Oh, whoa. Jackpot, I mean, now I can finally get that blow dryer. I mean, fellas, you're too kind to me, honestly.
Enid, one of these shots is for you.
Oh, I better knock it back before the boss sees me drinking. Again.
To absent friends.
To Norma Jean.
Amen to that, fellas. I'm just gonna finish cleaning and get the lights back on for you.
So, Joe, did you ever make it back to California?
Yeah, I got some family there. Why do you ask?
You ever hear about the wildfires in Santa Ana?
No, I heard about that. That is some tragic shit, a real sad case.
I read this article in the National Geographic about the California wildfires in Santa Ana.
Yeah.
Evidently, they had these dogs that can sniff and identify the ashes of the victim of the fire.
Hell you talking?
Dogs have all these receptors going on in their nose, and they make very keen abilities of their olfactory abilities.
I'll be damned. The canine coroner crusaders.
Oh, the success rate is absolutely staggering.
Yeah. Huh. I mean, the shitload of good it actually does the dead. But,
That's true. But then again, I think it's more for the loved ones of the deceased. Kind of gives them something to hang on to. It gives physical evidence to fill their urn.
I don't want to be cremated. No, bury me at Holy Cross Cemetery.
So be my grave without a name. When it comes to be my day, let no marker be where I lay.
Have you ever been to Holy Cross Cemetery? You know, I paid for her headstone. I paid for the casket. I paid for the whole fucking funeral. A lot of people turned out. I didn't see you there.
You're welcome.
You.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to read the classics, and I caught on to the works of fellow Jellos. And he wrote one of the oldest jokes recorded in history. It's always stuck with me.
The joke still got legs.
Oh, it's a pit. There was a misogynist attending his wife's funeral at a cemetery. And this passerby asked, "Who rests in peace here?" "I do," he replies, "now that she's gone."
Bump. Rim shot followed by a bunch of raspberries.
Yeah. Who knows how it was received back at this time, but the words survived the centuries. And so did the author, too.
I mean, baseball, Broadway, in the end.
It matters, Joe. Even if it all ends, it has to.
Wise words, Rabbi.
Well, I think that's the highest note that I could exit on. Whether you believe it or not, it was good seeing you, Joe. I just wish it didn't take so long.
Took as long as it had to.
You think she remembers us?
Miller, I think she's been sitting here the whole fucking time. And when I die, I hope she's the first face I see.
Heaven. You still believe?
That's why they call it faith, Arthur.
You know, I once asked her why she loved you. She said it was because you had an honest soul.
We couldn't all be clever.
I know. Hey. I know.
In the end, Joe and I were simply the inept custodians of a fierce and broken heart. We could tend her, admire, and adore her, but we simply lacked the tools and the skills to repair the damage. Our time with her was as much a vigil as a courtship. My hope is that she found some peace in the arms of something kind and infinite, or in the quiet, dark ocean of the stars. They say that every star in the night sky is already dead, and what we perceive to be a tiny twinkling beacon is really the funeral pyre of a dying star, taking its final bow and leaving tiny illuminations in its wake. To Norma Jean.
Very intense. Let's give the actors a nice round of applause, everybody. That was Wildfire, dog.